Welcome, everyone. Thank you for hitting play. I'm Jason White, and this is my channel, Jason's Weird Reads. And this is part 3 of my vlog series of the 3 audiobooks I want to listen to. Today, for part 3, I thought it'd be fun to take you guys along on the camping trip we're about to go on. So, as I mentioned, I'm on like a 3-week vacation from work. This is breaking into, I guess, this is Monday. I'm almost through the first week, and we've had a lot of fun so far, and we're gonna ruin it now by going camping. I think I'm the only one here who really does not like camping. My son is excited, as you can see from his flapping arms behind me. He loves camping. So yeah, I'm gonna listen to that audiobook during it. And of course, the book I'm talking about is Crossroads by Laurel Hightower. And I'm really looking forward to it. And I'm also going to be reading Beneath a Pale Sky by Philip Fracassi. I'm going to be reading that on my Kindle Paperwhite. And I'm also listening on my Scribd app. I'm listening to Crota by Owl Goingback. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So stay tuned for some good camping stuff.
Subscribe and give us a like.
So we made it. We're all set up. I would have maybe recorded the setup, but there's some people here who do not like being on camera at all. Mainly Jen, my wife. Yeah, so it's like hotter than hell here. You sit down and you're sweating. It's supposed to cool down the next couple of days, and there might be some rain. The drive up here was about I was thinking about 2.5 hours, and I got a good chunk of Crota listened to. It's a pretty interesting story so far. I think it was written in the 80s. There's a lot of police procedure in it, and there's no like modern technology or forensics. It's all fingerprints, which I found was funny, and it's very detailed, which was also funny. It's also pretty gory. I really appreciate that, and so far I like the characters. So we're gonna see how that goes. I'm probably gonna get some more some Crossroads in tonight, and I'll check back in later. Oh, it's getting to be sunset, so we're gonna go to the beach, get some ice cream cones, and we're gonna watch the sunset over the water. We do this usually every year. Should be cool. I'm gonna take you guys with me.
was hoping it wasn't hurting.
I'm being scratched by the scratch monster. Behold the beach. All right, so a reading update. I I just finished the first story in Philip Fracassi's Beneath the Pale Sky, and oh my god, that story, oh my god. I'm gonna get to that in a second though, because first, last night I finally got into some Crossroads by Laurel Hightower, and just as I expected, it's kind of heartbreaking. I'm glad I didn't read it when I first thought I would. Because I was kind of feeling weird because of, the whole COVID shot made me feel all kind of weird inside. It was weird. It was so very weird. Just like my channel, Jason's Weird Reads. Anyway. So yeah, it's kind of heartbreaking, that story. I'm only about a half hour into the audio, and definitely enjoying it though. And as I just said, I just finished Philip Fracassi's first story in Beneath the Pale Sky. I believe it's called Harvest. And it's not one I'm going to forget anytime soon. I don't know how far I should go into it. All I'm going to say is it's about a wedding. There's a bit of a love triangle in it, but it's not really... it didn't bother me. I didn't even think of it as a love triangle until I started talking about it. So... but there's something extraordinary that happens at the end of this book. Anyways, the love triangle, the whole thing takes place at a wedding. And oh my god, what a wedding. Alright, I'm gonna go enjoy myself at the beach here and maybe think about that story. Alright, so, it's been a couple of days since the camping trip, and we had to come home early because our dog of the last 12 years, he appeared in, I think, the last vlog. I don't think he appears in this one because I've yet to start editing it, but he's been sick for a little while, for about 6 months now. We're pretty sure it was cancer. We didn't go with further testing because of how old he was in the first place. We knew his time was coming regardless, and so he'd been sick for a little while, but as I said, 6 months. And while we were gone, I don't know if it was us being away that made him upset and maybe just made his condition get worse or what, but he got sicker, and so we came home early and he died the next day. We didn't know he was dying at the time because he typically go through these seizures and where he'd just kind of fall down, and he would breathe weird for a little while, so we thought he was just doing that, but it didn't stop, and we didn't know what to do, so we just kind of held him, and he died, and we knew it was coming, but it's still very hard. So I'm gonna end this vlog here. It started on a happy note and ends on a sad note, but I didn't accomplish what I wanted to on this vlog. I wanted to finish Laurel Hightower's Crossroads, and I've started it, but I didn't really vlog it too much. So the next vlog is gonna focus on that. But I did start Crota, and by Owl Goingback, and I really enjoyed that, and I'm actually halfway, more than halfway. I'm gearing up towards the end of that one, and this is a book I absolutely needed. It's a perfect summertime read. It's a perfect monster story to read, and I'm absolutely enjoying it. So the next vlog is just going to continue with those two books. And also, I've been bad. I've started Philip Fracassi's short story, Beneath a Pale Sky, a little while ago, and I finished the first story, and you saw that earlier in this vlog, but I to actually sit down and read on my Kindle is has been tough these last couple of weeks, mostly because I'm on vacation. It's easier, honestly, for me to just throw on an audiobook and go about doing what I'm doing and listen. And that's how I'm consuming Crota and Crossroads. So the next this what was a trilogy is now going to be a quadrology, and then this vlog experiment I'm doing will be done. I think I'm going to continue doing it because it's kind of neat. I think just recording the things that you're reading and doing, and then sharing it with the world, even if it's hard and even if it's personal, which is new for me because I usually don't like sharing myself at all. So this is like a period of growth for me as well. So thank you for watching. Keep being safe, keep being creative, and if you have a furry baby, go give it some love. Go give it a scritch behind the ear and tell your fur baby that you love it.